Okay, this weekend I decided to try something a little different. This weekend I was going to try and contact the spirits directly via a Ouija board. Now I had no experience of using a Ouija board, but fortunately I knew a friend who did. So I went down there this weekend and to experiment, try out this method of spiritual contact. I chose I thought I'd choose a special weekend, and in this case it was the weekend of New Year's Eve. Maybe it'd make be more kind of electric charge to the evening. There'd be more emotion, more spiritual activity, possibly because it was a special weekend. I didn't know, but this is what happened.
Okay, quick word from my Ouija expert, who will explain a few things you may not know about the Ouija board and how to use it. Okay, my friend, when you're ready.
Okay, so obviously, as we can see, we have our standard yes and no, making it nice and easy, letters and numbers. Now this is great if you have a planchette, so you have a pointer, as it were, rather than the glass. We will be using a glass later.
Why will we be using a glass?
Because you use a glass so you can keep the spirit inside the glass.
Uh-huh.
I've learnt this from a white witch from many years ago, and obviously the spirit is in the area that you're dealing with, and it isn't just on the board. So that's the belief. So basically we use the glass so it keeps the spirit within the glass, and if there is any maliciousness, it can be kept within that space and then be gotten rid of. Now with the lettering, I would normally space it out more because of using a glass, so you're not making the spirit, you're not questioning, was it an A, was it a B, was it what letter was it? So you want to use as little energy for this spirit as possible, because it takes an awful lot of energy for them, unless you have a very strong and close connection. It takes an awful lot of energy for a spirit to be able to move a glass or a planchette around.
So you want nice big letters that the spirit can easily move the glass over and can be easily identifiable.
Absolutely, including the numbers as well, as big as possible. Goodbye at the bottom, really to enforce the fact that the spirit has left the session, as it were, or left the glass.
Or you want them to leave.
Yes, we don't want them to stay. That could be very bad. Not only for them, I would say, but also for the person and people involved, or even the property that they were in. A spirit may attach itself to someone, as reported in other so-called paranormal places.
Now, when using the glass, how should we use the glass for our Ouija session?
This is the only way I would say that would be absolutely assured that you are not faking. Because if you put your hands horizontally, you could easily move something without the other person knowing, even if your fingers are touching each other. Whereas if you have your fingers touching like this, if anyone tries to use any force against either way, the other person would feel it immediately. Whereas the momentum of the glass, or whatever you're using to communicate with the spirit, will actually just move naturally, and your fingers will move away from each other as the glass moves around with the spirit's power, and not by faking it, which is what a lot of people do, sadly.
So by using fingers horizontally held against the glass, it's easy to move the glass, whereas this way, holding your fingers vertically, it's hard to manipulate the movement of that glass without someone being able to tell.
Absolutely correct, and we can actually do a little demonstration of that in a minute or two, if that would be good.
When we begin the actual session.
Yes.
Right, anything to add, sir?
Be very careful with what you're doing. Don't make silly requests. Don't ask to actually speak to a specific individual.
Oh, I remember the bit about the devil.
Yeah. I mean, basically, people, you know, when you're younger, or you might get. I mean, spirits are bored. Let's face it. From the amount of spirits I've spoken to, spirits are generally very bored. They don't get to speak to a lot of humans, and if you connect to someone that is a little bit bored and they think they can have a bit of a game with you and maybe scare you, then by all means, why not? You know, it's something to do.
So they might identify as the devil just to take the piss.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a waste of time talking about heaven, hell, devil, God, anything like that.
Yeah, I'll explain this later.
Well, thank you very much, expert. Much appreciated. Okay, so this is the Ouija board I've mocked up. We basically smashed out the baseboard of a kitchen drawer and with some permanent marker made the characters we need very large and spaced out. So when we place the glass on the board, it will have plenty of room to move around the board and capturing individual characters without any confusion. And this is why I designed the board with some space to put the glass, because if you don't, the spirit does not like, if I'm correct,
It just causes confusion.
Yeah,
It's already over something, and then there's no reason why it would be over something. It needs a clear space, so it can. When you're asking a question, are you there? Is there anyone there? Yes, no. What is your name? And it will spell it out. But if it's already over a letter, then it's.
the spirit might not like it.
There's already a problem. Yeah, you're asking for a spirit to use extra energy to go to somewhere to try and explain something else. Now, if you're a
So we left a space on the board for the glass to begin its travelling.
be as accommodating and as helpful as to the spirit as possible.
Yeah.
You know.
And a nice flat surface so the glass can move around freely, which is what we got here. So soon we can begin our first session.
But I have got to try and centre myself as well. This is a big ordeal, man. I haven't done this since properly. Like the India one was bollocks because they're all trying to write in Indian. We got no fucking Hindi script. Trying to do a fucking Ouija board in the Himalayas and expecting to speak to a British person over there was a bit wrong.
How
We did it in Thailand as well. It was like, where's the Thai script?
But the camera switches over. But why from the whole spirit world do we just get someone who speaks English?
Because you're
What's
here.
the chances of that?
And it's a connection to us in a way. Does it turn itself off?
No.
Can you speak to us? Can you move the glass to anywhere on the board? Any spirit, please speak to us tonight. New Year's Eve on some Gregorian calendar. For other people it's not. For Thai people, no. People in India, no. Any spirits at all, please move the glass. I don't think there's enough power. Really don't.
Some of the stones are sucking it up.
Oh, could be a possibility.
I'm moving the gems.
But they should enhance power, really, I guess.
battery power.
Well, I've never used them before. Oh.
Does it help when we move the gems? Now you can concentrate on the board, nothing else.
Is it better now? The gems are gone? Go to yes.
Or why?
Move then. I'm watching these Lelos and it just went sideways, like as if it was twisting. That was me now. Is there anybody there that wants to speak to us? The gems are moved. All you've got is cool people. Come on. Oh, fuck all. Very disappointing. I think we need more people.
Yeah, if you need some more power, drain a battery.
Yeah, there you go. Take the power from the battery. If you can, try and take the power from the battery. Or from some of the energy. No, I've got 3 of them in here, they're mostly charged.
That's it. Take as much energy as you need.
Buy?
Battery, phones.
That's gone to buy. Come on, please don't go to buy. Really want to speak to you.
That means you're leaving. Is there anywhere, do you know anyone that would like to stay and talk?
Does that mean if you're saying bye, you've been here?
Put it back to the... Just want to put the camera on. Is it because I put the camera on? Is that why you don't want to speak with us? Is that why you've left? Should I turn it off again?
Do you not like the camera? Is the camera bad? You can go to yes or bye. Is the camera bad for you?
What kind of spirit would use all the energy just to say, see ya?
Maybe they were there before, but we just couldn't get enough power.
Yeah, but they must have enough power to say
Bye.
bye bye.
Well, yeah, but
Say hello. They had enough to say goodbye.